Welcome back, guys. What's going on? I'm here with AJ Johnson, the superstar out here on the PBA Tour. I love calling you superstar because I feel like I recognized you. I feel like I brought you around.
Yeah.
Because I remember at McKendree before, when I was at McKendree, we were recruiting you, right? We were coming up. We wanted you to come to McKendree University. And then, unfortunately, I was stupid, and I quit school. And then you came the very next year. And then you started dominating. So I take credit for McKendree becoming good because of you. So it is what it is. It's okay. So what's going on, man? How you bowling this month? I know we've had a few events here.
Yeah.
Well, it's like 7 events now. Did you bowl the Lucy?
I did bowl the Lucy.
How'd that go?
That went. So the Lucy went really well until the last frame of the tournament. Yeah. I mean, I bowl with Aaron McCarthy. We've been bowling together for the last 4 years now.
You guys finished second, right?
We finished second.
That's right. Yeah. So you're the slacker that gave Sherman his first title.
Yeah. I make sure I remind him about it too.
Yeah, you should. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it was a really good tournament. Her and I, we bowl really good together, and I'm not giving her up unless she kicks me to the curb. So,
Yeah. She's good. She's real good.
She's really good, and she can hook it.
Yeah.
And in that tournament, it's really good.
Right.
But yeah, no, it just came down to the last frame. I didn't really know what we needed to do because I didn't know what anyone behind us was doing. I was so focused on her and I, the match that we were bowling, and when she split the 10th, I was already in shock because she didn't miss on that lane the whole time, and I didn't know what I needed to do in order to lock it up or keep it close, and I thought threw a good one in at 4-6. So.
Yeah.
It happens.
It is what it is. It's bowling, man.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but that's how it goes. We've talked about it a little bit over the last few interviews on how there's just so many variables that come into this game.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
That so many of them we can't even control, and if we don't guess right, we're kind of screwed. We're kind of stuck in the back.
Not everything is visible to us.
Right.
The only things that we know that's going on is what we do with our own body.
Right.
So, I mean, I've heard a couple of people relate it to like golf. So, say you step up on a tee box and you got water right and a bunker left and the green's in front of you, you know where to hit it. Now I step up on the tee box and now that water has moved, that bunker is on the other side, but I think it's the other way around and I hit my ball blindly. So,
yeah, that's a good analogy. That actually makes sense. Because golf is a perfect example because most times you can see all the obstacles, everything right in front of you, whereas bowling you can't.
Right.
So if that changes under your eyes without you being able to see it, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Whoever guesses right wins,
exactly.
Right? So because everybody out here throws it good.
Right.
Everybody throws it good. Everybody knows where it's going. It's getting the right ball in your hand at the right time in the right part of the lane with the right rotation.
Exactly.
Means everything in this game.
Exactly.
So it's just how it goes. But that's okay. But like this week, you're doing the right things. You're doing really well this week here at the Illinois Open. Where are you sitting? How are you doing?
So I bowled like 3 really good games at the end of this last block. I think I'm 11th or 12th right now, but I moved up quite a bit from where I was. Some of the guys near the top are creating a little bit of separation. I'm still like 300 off the show, but in 8 games, throw some big games, anything can happen. We've seen it multiple times in our sport. But I bowled really well at the end of the block today because at the beginning, things like I was starting to get frustrated with myself because every chance I had to win a match or to get a big game, something went wrong. Because, on top of what we talked about with not being able to see everything, now we chose to play the sport and be professionals at the sport that you can do everything right and not get rewarded for it.
Right. Yeah, that's
so
true.
When you make good shots and pins don't go your way and to get those games in round robin like this, it hurts a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
But it was nice to get them at the end.
Well, that's good. I mean, it is nice to see the hometown hero because you're from here, right?
Yeah,
so
this is where I grew up.
So you got a little bit of a crowd behind you, kind of rooting you on and hoping you do well. So that's nice to see.
Yeah, this is the bowling center I grew up in. I ran around here 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, learning how to bowl. My parents actually met in this bowling center. So I'm the real hometown guy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you got Sean out there.
He just moved out. He just moved out here.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Sean. Yeah. So you're bowling well. So that's good.
Yeah.
What bowling balls are you using this week? You got anything that's really standing out for you? That's really looking good?
Yeah. The one ball that really stood out is the new Game Breaker 3 black and blue.
Oh.
For us. hadn't thrown it up until this week. Talked to Snelly before we bowled on Bear. I needed something later on that I could trust and be aggressive with from sliding the left gutter or even throwing it over the left gutter that I know would recover and hook back. He goes, let's show one of those new game breakers and throw some surface on it, and we'll see what happens. And I actually fell in love with it after bowling one game with it.
Right.
Last night in the Bears cashers round, that was from right after game 1. I went right to that ball, and I put on a run and almost made the show from 15th place.
Nice.
Missed the show by 5 pins.
Yeah.
And that was the only ball I threw.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm really starting to like that ball right now. It's been really good this week for me on the Bear pattern. And then on Wolf, I threw urethane to start, and then
black or purple?
The black one.
Black one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I threw in a couple other pieces to try and find a good reactive look. Right before tonight, we drilled a 2-inch pin track heat lava. Mm-hmm. But other than that, like the Game Breaker 3 and the Statement Hybrid a little bit too has been really good early on.
Yeah. When you talk about the Game Breaker, what's the big difference in that one from the other ones? Have you thrown a lot of the other ones before?
Yeah, so I threw the Game Breaker 3 Pearl, and from what I saw when I went from 16 to 15 pounds, in 16 the Game Breaker 3 Pearl was really good. When I went to 15, I was like, well, this is a totally different ball. Like this is nowhere near what I thought.
Right.
This new one, I don't know what they did to it, but it reads in the right spot, and it goes through the pins so much better than any symmetric, shinier ball at that price point that I've seen out of all of our stuff.
Yeah, now I'm mad because I've got one sitting at home, and I debated. I'm like, should I drill this? Because I know I can use it in Aurora. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'll drill one when I get out there if I need it. I didn't do either.
You gotta drill that one now. Like after what I did with it last night, Dom drilled 3 of them.
Yeah.
So I don't. It's just that ball matches up well.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave it in the bag for a long time.
I would imagine
After this week? Oh,
I would imagine so. So we got the U.S. Open coming up, right?
Yeah.
That's the next thing coming. When's that? October?
That's October. Yeah, the next event actually for me is Martin Larsson's tournament in Sweden. I leave Monday.
Oh, wow. So you're making a little bit of a trip there.
Yeah.
So, all right. So what are we going to do tomorrow? So you got 8 games to get to the show. About 300 pins out.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
Let it fly.
Let it fly, baby.
Yeah,
strike and
loose
strike
swing,
often.
Let it fly.
Yeah.
Early and often. Just try and make as good a shots as I can and give myself a chance.
Any gamesmanship? You try to get in anybody's head? How does that work? You do anything there?
When you get on a little bit of a run, you can. This week it kind of helps because being home, I have family out here, I have friends, and a lot of people that have shown up that it actually really helped last night. When I went on that run, it's amazing what that'll do for you and momentum-wise.
Right.
But I mean, I let my bowling do the talking. I don't try to.
You lie. You lie so
reason.
much. I see you out there. I see you showboating
Yeah,
and
you
showing
gotta
people.
smack one out every now and then. You gotta.
I see it. It's cool. I like it. It's
But
good.
I mean, I
We
don't do the
need more
norm.
emotion.
I don't do the norm gamemanship. I mean, he's
Taking
got his little
forever,
takes
taking
like
time.
goes up, checks stops, checks the approach.
Yeah.
Got the
Changing tape.
Yeah, take a piece out, then put the same piece back in.
No, none of that. Just you gotta walk in front of them a little bit. You throw your strike.
Yeah.
Walk in front of them, stare at them a bit, let them know what's up, and you're good. That's right.
Usually, like when I throw a message or something at an important time, and I give it the business, it's heard. It's probably a little louder than. I mean, I'm not a small guy.
Hey,
so
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do. So,
but we need that. We need that excitement and guys that get into it.
I love seeing people actually show raw emotion. Not just throw a shot, turn around, walk back, and just be robots the whole time.
Right.
Dude, show some emotion. Act like you give a damn about this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just do something with it.
Yeah.
So, and I get it. The whole idea is to, keep your calm, keep collected, don't get too hyped up because then you're gonna fire the next. I don't care about that.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah,
I'm guilty of that.
It happens, but it is what it is, So
yeah, it's hard because you want to do that, you want to get into it, you want to show that raw emotion, but you got to know when to and when not to because it can throw the needle one way or the other.
Right. Right.
And like I said, I've been guilty. I got amped up. The next shot is just a touch firmer than the last one.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's cool. So last question, accessory-wise, you use anything that actually helps your game? What do you use other than your normal grips? Since I know you use switch grip, you use your regular grips. Do you use any kinesiology tape, anything like that?
Yeah, I use the Genesis kinesiology tape. I just wrap the wrist up. It's kind of habit now. I've done it since I was in college.
More of a comfort thing?
Yeah, it's a little bit of the comfort thing, but also I used to get this thing that would get wrapped around the tendon in my wrist.
Okay.
And, I'd open it up and I'd have to smack it on the table and it'd go away. Over time, it would come back. Ever since I started using this tape, I've never had an issue with that coming back or my wrist having soreness or anything like that.
Good.
So
Cool.
whatever they put in this, whatever they do to it, keep doing it because it works.
Yeah.
And then I use, just the regular like thumb tape and the patch tape for my fingers. I don't know that I could throw a ball now without taping my fingers.
I can't do it. Yeah, so I use the vacuum grips to make sure they're bigger. Then you tape up your fingers so that way you can be nice and snug.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, you get the cracks and the tears. So anybody that has that issue with their fingers tearing or cracking, that's a pretty good option. Make sure to use some type of tape or something on your fingers to protect them. Your thumb, if you blister, if you get anything going on with your thumb, make sure you're using, a patch tape of some sort on your thumb. Protect it as much as possible. Use Robbie's New Skin, something to just kind of protect your hand, protect your thumb. Because if you get sore, if you get cut, it's really, really tough to continue to repeat shots and throw them the best you can. So
I swear by all the tape that I use, and I see a lot of guys that they tear and I see them in between blocks or when we go on match play and stuff, and they're jamming their fingers into grips to try to get the swelling down and things like that. I never have a problem with my hand tearing or anything like that, and I think it's because of the tape that I use and probably because of the fit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're a big power guy. You're right around that 500 to 520 range, right? RPM wise.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, at least that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you would think something like that would tear your fingers apart, but when you're using a protection tape of some sort, it doesn't.
Allows us to keep doing what
you do what you do.
We're good at doing.
Yeah, that's cool. So I appreciate you coming out real quick.
Yeah.
Everybody, make sure you head over to BowlerX.com. Use promo code or discount code JRX. Get yourself a discount. All these things we just talked about, that Game Breaker 3 black and blue, any of the patch tape, all that stuff, head over there, get your equipment, get your tapes, and we'll see you guys later. AJ, thanks for coming out. I appreciate you.
Thank you
we'll
for
see you
having
later.
me.
Well, good tomorrow.
Thank you.